In this video we are going to see about delegates and events in C Sharp. That is our fourth experiment in C Sharp lab. And the first program is to perform matrix operations using delegates. So the first step in delegates is to declare a delegate with a signature, like return type, and the number of parameters of type integer, two-dimensional matrix. And here this is the matrix m1 and m2, and this is the class called matrix, in which we have all the functions like addition, subtraction, multiplication of the two matrices. And again we have here the next step, that is the delegate definition in the matrix class itself. These are delegate definitions, the definitions for these delegates. And the next step is to instantiate the delegate, which I have done here. Just a minute. Here I have instantiated the delegate. So this is nothing but reading the input from the user, like number of rows and columns to be present in the matrices, and the input for the first matrix using these two loops, and input for the second matrix using these two loops. And after that I have instantiated the delegates using a new keyword. So this is the third step, and while doing that we have to pass the name of the function to the delegate, so such that the delegate points to that function. So delegate is actually a pointer to the function, which using which we can actually call the function without mentioning the name of the function. So if you just say delegate object 1 and pass the inputs, then the function which is pointed by this delegate will be invoked automatically. So since the sum is not present in the same class, it is present in a different class, so we need to create an object for this for that class and use that object as reference, obj.sum. So obj is an object for the matrix class, and in that way we have to instantiate the delegate dl object 1, and similarly for the object 2 and object 3, three delegates for three operations. And it's an infinite loop, and once a user presses an input, addition or subtraction, multiplication, then we'll be using the delegate object to call the function, not the function name. So this is taking two inputs again, m1 m2, two matrices, and performing the operation accordingly. It's the sum function, and using this get length of 0, that means the number of rows present in that matrix. So using that we'll be iterating the in the for loops, and adding those two matrices will be storing in another matrix of type of int. See here I have defined another matrix, and after that I am printing addition of two matrices. Similarly we'll do it for the subtraction and multiplication as well. And now we'll run this and check for the output. Number of rows and columns, for example 3. First enter the first matrix, for example 1 2 3 4. I'll run this again for it. 3 1 2 3. I'll run this again for it. So this is the input for the first matrix. We'll be having 9 elements in the 3x3 matrix, right? So one thing, we'll run this in a Visual Studio Code. The number of rows and columns 3. The first matrix and second matrix is like, and if you perform the addition, this is the addition of the matrices, this is the subtraction, and this is the multiplication of the two matrices, and this is to terminate from the loop. So this is the same code I have explained in the online GDB. And now we'll come to the second question, that is second question in delegates and events, that is to perform the complex operations using delegates and events. So this is the delegate declaration here that takes 4 inputs, the real part and imaginary part of the two complex numbers. And here I have read the input from the user, providing the user to perform these operations: complex addition, subtraction, multiplication. This is the delegate of instantiation I have done here, passing the function names add, subtraction, multiplication, and using this infinite loop I'm using switch case ladder. I'm actually calling the delegates, not the function names. So passing the real and imaginary parts of the two complex numbers into this using this delegate object, I will be actually redirecting to this function. So here I have defined the logic for the complex addition, using the plus operator, and if the b minus g, like if the imaginary part is less than 0, only then will be in that case we will not have to include an operator here. The minus symbol will be automatically available here, otherwise we'll be having to we'll have to add a plus symbol in between. Similarly, same is the case with the multiplication. We'll be multiplying the real parts and multiplying the imaginary parts, and we'll be having an I character at last, indicating that it is a complex number. So that's it. Now we'll run this code and check for the output. Here we'll put the first complex number for 1, 2. We'll put the second complex number 4, 2. Sorry, I'll run this again. 1. Now here we have got the options complex addition, and this is subtraction, this is multiplication of the complex numbers, and if we have 4, then will be terminated from outside from the loop. Now we'll come to the next question. So that's it about the experiment 4, delegates and events, and thanks for watching.